Straight from the factory floor, he spent 6 years at Ford Motor Company's Sharonville transmission plant. Robert Dewar reveals an eyewitness account of the auto industry's self-destruction in his new book, A Savage Factory. Bob, thank you so much for coming in today. This is a book. We'll hold this up so everyone can get a chance. Well, we'll hold it up in just a moment. But just in going through your book, it sounds as though management and unions really made some huge mistakes which has really come back to haunt them today.
Absolutely. I believe the groundwork for the loss of the U.S. auto industry began in the 70s and the early 80s when we made some of the worst quality cars we've ever made. And who is to blame? I would blame 55% on management and 45% on the union, if you were asking me to break it down. But the plants were a constant battleground, and the union sabotaged to get back at the company. Most of the things the union did was a response to things that the company had done to them. So they never worked as a team as the Japanese companies do.
And this was at a time when the Japanese automobile industry was beginning to get a real strong foothold in the United States, based upon the belief that their cars were good.
That is correct. The Japanese automobile industries were really small, undercapitalized, inexperienced companies. They were able to come to this country and by selling a superior product, take the market from the biggest industrial machine in history, which was the U.S. auto industry. And they did it by making a superior quality product, and the consumers demanded more quality than they were getting from Detroit.
Didn't management and unions see this coming? Didn't they realize that people were buying more and more foreign cars because of the quality?
They did, but I don't think they believed it. I think they believed that this would pass like all of the other things passed, and then we'd go back to the way we had always been. So I think they missed the boat on it. And
now, of course, our General Motors and Chrysler and Ford are now hyping the fact that our cars are just as good as theirs. And is it too late?
I think it may be too late for the big three. I think our cars are as good as theirs because I think they have finally learned their lesson. My question is it too late because the American consumer has lost faith and confidence in American cars? They like the Japanese and the German and the imports and so on. So the big three is going to have to lure those customers back by giving them more than what the foreigners have, and I don't see how they're going to do that.
You know, there might be a lesson to be learned from the auto industry for other industries, that there should be more cooperation between management and workers.
Absolutely. I believe that the whole problem is with American management, and many industries are run very similar to the way the auto industry was run.
Well, Bob, thank you so much for coming in. The book is called A Savage Factory, and you can go to online for more, savagefactory.com, or just head to our website. Very interesting book. I think you'll learn a lot about what happened to the big three in Detroit and where we are today. Thanks again.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be right back.